Hello all you wonderful people, Baltmatrix here, and today we are taking a look at MakeToys' Howling Meteor. I picked this figure up at the Chosen Prime at TFCon 2017. What can I say? We have a Masterpiece class Starscream here from MakeToys, and it is beautiful, it is wonderful, and it is very pretty. On the bottom of the figure you can mount the guns, and the guns actually have two different modes, and it has folding out landing gears, which I greatly appreciate. Set up on the turntable, giving you guys a 360-degree look. I did screw up the transformation, and I transformed the engines wrong. They are supposed to be folded more down. They are supposed to be folded down more into the body. That's just my fault. Not an issue with the figure, just me screwing up the transformation. And you can also see here that the engines are not exactly, well, sitting correctly. Again, my fault. Not a problem with the figure. The figure itself in vehicle mode looks absolutely stunning, and the colors are spot-on animation perfect, or at least as much as my eyes can see. Yes, the figure does look a little bit on the white side as opposed to gray. That's not a problem for me. I like the way this figure looks just fine. As you can see, the weapons are mounted underneath the wings, and they also detach, so you can unplug the actual null rays and replace them with missiles. So you can just give him missiles or null rays, whichever you wish, in vehicle mode or in robot mode. Personally, I like the null rays, but the missiles are a very, very nice touch. The landing gears fold up very easily and are no problem pulling out either, which I appreciate as well. I can't tell you how many Starscream figures I've gotten a hold of, or, jet figures, that it's ridiculously difficult to pull out landing gears. The only issue that I have with the figure on the whole are the rear tail wings and tail fins. They're a little bit too loose for my taste, and they fall over very easily. It's not the biggest issue in the world, but it is something that I thought was worth mentioning because I find it more annoying than anything. Transformation for Howling Meteor is very complex, but if you've ever transformed MP Starscream, then you know how this transformation is going to go. To start off with, we're going to grab the wings, unpeg them up at the front, and then that will loosen them up enough so that we could flip them up and fold them onto the back of what will be the robot mode. And then we'll take the wing, the little pointy piece here, turn it around, and fold it up into the back of the wing, and then fold down the lifters or elevators. Once the wings are folded all the way up, we can come down to the legs and reach down and unpeg the backs of the legs from the back of the thruster section. Grab this little section right here that is in the middle of the plane and unpeg it. And then we could take the entire leg section and fold it out from inside the back of the wing, or back of the fuselage. For the leg section, we will fold out the knees and make sure that this section is actually bent because the knee is right there. So fold that out all the way and then line it up like that. Then take the wings on the side, push the entire section forward against the fuselage, fold up the blue wing, fold it to the back of the leg, then fold the other wing on top of it, and then close the lid on top of them and plug the lid into place on the back of the knee like that, making sure that this little piece is either back or down all the way. And then come to the front blue part, fold it out, and flip it out on these ratchets for the toes. The torso transformation is interesting. To start off with, we're going to first unpeg the front skirts of the vehicle mode and slide it down like that. Then come to what were the intakes for the robot mode, unpeg them and flip them up like that. Then we can fold out the arms and slide them up along the body like so. And then we're left with a very complicated midsection. But first, we can slide the arms out and fold out the fists. Now, the midsection is rather complicated, and the reason I'm leaning it away from the camera like this is because if I don't, the arms have a tendency to slide down. First, we're going to reach inside and pull out these side skirt pieces like this, and those will fold out. Then reach up inside and flip out these sections that will form the sides of the robot mode, and you might have to push the arms up and out of the way. Then grab these white sections and fold them up, and then fold them up again, and they will form the abs of the robot mode, and then just leave them there like that, because if we do anything else, we will screw things up. And then grab the legs here and fold them up on this hinge, and then flatten them out like that. Now for the nose cone. The first thing we're going to do is come to the back of the figure and, pushing from the inside, open up these flaps all the way. Then we can take the nose cone and fold it forward as much as possible and come to the back of the canopy and unpeg it. Then we can reach inside and unpeg this entire section on the bottom of the nose cone and flip it forward and turn this 180 degrees. And then when we do that, fold it as far forward as it'll go and turn the entire nose cone 180 degrees on the ball joint. And if it makes sounds like that, you're fine. From here, we can then grab the front of the canopy and open it forward like that. Come to the tip of the nose cone and just kind of pull it away from the rest of the body like that and flip it up. Grab this section that is hidden by the head and pull it forward, and then collapse the canopy back upon it like so. Then this whole section is going to fold up and then detach. Okay, now it's not supposed to detach, but you see this clip right here? That clips in to this bar right here, and I have found that it just comes off. There's nothing I could do to keep it on. It just keeps popping off no matter what I do. So then we can fold up this whole section, and this whole section will close up and then fit on the back of the vehicle, or on the robot mode like that. So what we'll do is then drop the robot mode's head up and into place and get it connected up into the body. And then when we do that, we can then fold the body parts back in place. And this is actually a lot more difficult than I'm showing you. Oh, I forgot one step. Had to fold that up correctly. So then fold this in place like that. And then we can take these sections and fold them down into their correct positions, which, as I said, is actually a lot harder than you might think because they peg into place right there. And this is, if it looks like I'm struggling, that's because I am a little bit. It's a lot harder to get things lined up and pegged into place on this guy than you might think. And then we can come back here and reattach this piece that keeps popping off. Giving you guys a quick 360-degree look at the figure. It is very clean, it is very nice, and it works incredibly well as a third-party Starscream. I dare say that this is 10 times better. I dare say that this is even better than MP Starscream, which, if I'm honest, isn't really hard. That figure was not the best figure. The overall look and the overall paint for the figure is just really good. And it feels good. It feels like it's die-cast metal without being die-cast metal. It is a little bit light for its size, but that's fine. Everything feels good, everything feels strong, and all the ratchets feel great. And speaking of posability, Meteor can look up that much, can look down that much. Shoulders are on hinges and swivels. Swivel at the upper arm, over 90-degree bend at the elbow, fist swivel. Thumb is not articulated, but lower fingers are articulated on a single pivot, and then the finger has multiple joints so it can point forward, though it is incredibly tight, and I can't move it on camera for some reason because I lack the finger strength. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, come on. There we go. Moving the front skirt out of the way, the figure can kick forward that much, can kick back that much, can kick out that much. Upper thigh swivel is greatly limited, over 90-degree bend at the knee. Foot is controlled by two very loud, very strong ratchets. Ankle articulation is present. Wide range of articulation, including the torso swivel, which I forgot to show you, can get the figure into some incredibly dynamic poses. This is my rendition of the pose that is on the back of the box of the figure. The figure comes with 3 distinct faces. The one I have here is the default face. The one on the left and the one on the right are the additional ones that he comes with. Both work perfectly well for a Starscream figure. The figure also comes with this additional for Dustpatron from MakeToys that you could slide off the hand and slide on a choking hand for this not Starscream. This is a fantastic addition that really makes me want to pick up Dustpatron right now. Like, now. I need it now. I need to have Megatron choking Starscream now. Rumble, Trigger Happy, TLK Megatron, MP10 Prime. And here are the Meteor brothers together. As you can see, they perfectly scale with each other. We've got Old and Awesome and the New Hotness. Overall, this Howling Meteor figure is an absolutely wonderful replacement for the MP Starscream figure that we got almost 10 years ago, and I'm surprised it has taken us this long to get such an excellent figure. I only have 2 minor issues. 1, I think the face is too dark. I would have loved to have seen a lighter color face. And 2, I wish he had better heels. That's it. Those are the only 2 issues that I can even remotely come up with. I think this figure is just about perfect as a Starscream figure. So gang, do you like this figure? Let me know what you think down in the comments, and if you're interested in picking it up, head over to the Chosen Prime. As I said, I picked this figure up at TFCon in person at the Chosen Prime. I hope you have enjoyed this video review. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, give me a sub if you loved it, and as always, I'm Baltmatrix, and I will catch you next time.